Hello and welcome to the history of George S. Hammond. Master Braytac has been known to call him Hammond of Texas, referring to Hammond's home state and occasionally gesturing with the palm over his head, referring to Hammond's bald head. Hammond is a widower. His wife, Mary Ann Hammond, died of cancer in 1994. In her honor, Hammond continues to wear his wedding ring. He has two grandchildren, Kayla and Tessa, whose phone number is keyed to the number 1 button on his office phone above the President of the United States. A former Air Force pilot during the Vietnam War, Hammond witnessed his best friend get shot down, but his body was never recovered. In 1997, Major General George S. Hammond was head of the United States Air Force's Stargate Command. He replaced Major General W.O. West, who commanded Project Giza during the original excursion to Abydos. An Air Force officer since the mid-1960s, shutting down the Stargate program was to be his last assignment before retirement. When Apophis and several Serpent Guards came through the gate and killed 4 Air Force personnel and kidnapped a senior airman, he led a team of reinforcements to Level 28. They arrived just before Apophis stepped through the gate. 1999, Hammond would keep watch for the time that SG1 would be sent back in time, having assigned Carter in 1997 to research an alternative application for the gate. This allowed her to discover how solar flares on the opposite side of the Sol, Earth's star, could affect the gate. Once she ended up with the cut on her hand that was later treated, the same one she had when he met her in 1969, and a mission scheduled during his solar flare activity. He gave her a handwritten note to be placed in her vest pocket for his younger self with 2 dates for future solar flares, so that they would be able to return home. 2003. As time went on, however, Hammond came to realize the benefits of gate travel. He would sometimes butt heads with Colonel Jack O'Neill on some points, but he relied on O'Neill and SG1 more than any other unit, trusting their perspective, judgments, and more than once showing a willingness to go along with their suggestions regardless of the limited evidence available, such as when he sent SG1 to Abydos to defend the Abydonians against attack from Anubis, based on information that O'Neill had allegedly acquired from the currently ascended Dr. Daniel Jackson. 2004. After Henry Hayes was inaugurated as President of the United States, Hammond, a former Air Force colleague of Hayes, was assigned as one of his advisors during the conflict with Anubis and commander of the Prometheus at the Battle of Antarctica. After the battle, Hammond was promoted to lieutenant general and appointed the first commander of Homeworld Security, a department that was in control of Stargate Command, the Prometheus Project, Area 51, and the Alpha Site. 2005. He later took a political position in President Henry Hayes' administration and was later succeeded as commander of Homeworld Security by Major General Jack O'Neill, while General Hank Landry succeeded O'Neill as the new head of Stargate Command. 2008. In a conversation with Lieutenant Colonel John Shepard, Colonel Samantha Carter confirms that George Hammond died of a heart attack sometime in 2008. The Daedalus class warship Phoenix, the newest ship to be built, was renamed the George Hammond in his honor, with Carter taking command of the ship. 2009. At the launching ceremony of the George Hammond, General Hammond is commented upon by the Secretary of State as a fine man, who she regrets can't witness the launch of the ship named in his honor. General Jack O'Neill points out that if Hammond was still around, the 304 wouldn't be named after him, and the secretary finds naming the George Hammond after General Hammond is a fitting way to honor his memory. As Carter prepares to take command of her new ship, she can't help but hope that in some sense General Hammond is with them witnessing, seeing what he had wrought, and silently thanks them. Thank you for watching the history of George Hammond. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you can. If you did, thank you. Special thanks to Stargate Fandom for all information you heard today. Bye-bye.